Welcome back, students. Now we will continue our topic motion in one dimension. Before this, we have studied about the theory of maths which is related to motion in one dimensions like coordinates of point, inclination and slope of a line. And hope you all have revised them properly and have kept them in mind. So now we will discuss the theory of graphical theory of motion in one dimension. Graphical theory of motion in one dimension. Before this, we already have studied about the mathematical terms like coordinates of point, inclination of a line, and slope of a line. We will use these terms in our discussion today. So starting from first type of graph, which is displacement time graph. ST graph means displacement time graph. Draw in your notebook ST graph, the displacement time graph. S for displacement and T for time. So this graph is called displacement versus time graph. Displacement versus time graph. Displacement is denoted by S and time is denoted by T. So always remember, whenever you draw a graph, mark these arrows to show that they will go towards the infinity. One along the horizontal direction, other along the vertical direction. And this is the point from where the two lines are starting, and this point is called the origin. Having the coordinates, what are the coordinates of origin? We know that 0, 0. And S for the term which is written first is shown along y-axis. So displacement and its unit is in meter is shown along y-axis, and time, which is denoted by T and its unit is second, is shown along x-axis. So displacement whose unit is meter is shown along y-axis, and the time whose unit is second is shown along x-axis, ST graph. So write about it that the graph in which displacement is shown along y-axis and time is shown along x-axis is called displacement time graph. The graph in which the displacement is shown along y-axis and time is shown along x-axis is called displacement time graph. So write the first heading, algorithm to find displacement. Algorithm to find displacement S using displacement time graph. We write it ST, but read it as ST, not ST. It is written read as displacement time graph. Okay. Algorithm to find displacement using ST graph. Algorithm to find displacement using ST graph. So how to find displacement at a point at a given time using displacement time graph? For this, draw this displacement time graph again. Having origin at A, showing time in second along x-axis, always draw this arrow. Displacement S in meter along y-axis and origin O. So at O, at time 0, displacement is 0. Means body is at rest when it is at t equals to 0. Means initially when we have started observing the body, it is near us. Now, if we have to find the displacement at a given time t1. So first step, we know that in algorithm or PH. In algorithm, we have to write the steps. So step 1, mark and learn this algorithm to find the displacement at a particular time using ST graph. First, mark the time on the graph at which we have to find the displacement. Okay. So first of all, what we do, mark a point on the time axis. So mark the time on the graph at which we have to find the displacement. The second thing, draw perpendicular to time axis at this point. Second point, draw the perpendicular to time axis at the given point P, means which is showing the time for which we have to find the displacement. So we write the second thing, draw perpendicular to time axis at the point we have marked it by P in our example. So draw perpendicular to time axis at the point for which we have to find displacement. Okay. So first, mark the time on the graph at which we have to find the displacement. If we have to find the displacement at T1, so we have marked it by P. And now at P, draw perpendicular to time axis at the point P, for which we have to find the displacement. Now, the next step, this graph is the ST graph. Remember, this line is ST graph actually. This is time axis. X-axis is time axis and y-axis is displacement axis. And this ST graph has displacement along both the direction. At any point, it has displacement at T1 as well as T2, etc. the different times. For each point, it has different time and different displacements. For each point, it has different time and displacements. So this is the ST graph. So perpendicular will intersect the ST graph. Perpendicular at the required point on time axis will intersect a point on the intersect the ST graph at a point. Let it mark by Q. So the third step, mark a point on ST graph where perpendicular from P to time axis intersects the ST graph. Okay. So this is the third step of our move towards finding the displacement using displacement time graph. First, we have to mark the point, then we draw the perpendicular at this point, and then the point where it intersects the ST graph, we have to mark the point. So we write, mark the point on ST graph where perpendicular to time axis at required point mark the point on ST graph where perpendicular to time axis at required point intersects it. So perpendicular to time axis at the required point intersects the ST graph at Q. So we are describing it as Q. Step 4. From this point where this perpendicular to time axis at the required point intersect the ST graph, a perpendicular is drawn to y-axis. So perpendicular is drawn to y-axis at this point. It intersects at R. So point R will give the displacement S1. If we assume that this displacement is S1, so point R will give the displacement at time T1 on the graph. So we can easily find the displacement using ST graph. So fourth point is draw perpendicular from the point on the ST graph. Draw perpendicular from the point on the ST graph where the perpendicular to time axis at the point showing required time. What I have written, read it. Draw perpendicular from the point on the ST graph, means point Q. where the perpendicular to time axis means this perpendicular PQ. Perpendicular is PQ to time axis at the point P, showing required time T1 intersects. That is Q. Draw perpendicular from the point Q on the ST graph, where the perpendicular PQ to time axis at point P, showing the required time T1 intersects. Now R is the foot of the perpendicular which will show the required displacement. So the next line we write the foot of perpendicular, that is R, will show the displacement at T. Will show the displacement at T1. So it is very easy. And I hope you all must have understood this. So write this algorithm and learn it also. So let's we make it clear by a suitable example how to make a graph and to use it in finding the displacement using displacement time graph. For this, draw a table showing the displacement at the different periods of time. So we write time in second. Time we know that is an independent variable. That's why we have shown it along the x-axis. Independent variables are always shown along x-axis like x, and displacement in meter is shown along y-axis. So time in second and displacement in meter. S for second. So when time is 0, displacement is 0. Now when time increases, after 1 second, the body is 2 meters away. After 2 seconds, the body is 4 meters away. After 3 seconds, the body is 6 meters away. After 4 seconds, the body is 8 meters away. So we draw a graph showing all these times. Origin, if I draw a graph, for the given measurements this is the origin of this graph, and x-axis means time in second, the axis showing time in second, mark it by this arrow, and this is the axis showing displacement in meter. Mark all these points. At time 0, displacement is 0. First, mark the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And though they are not always continuous, so I have given a simple graph 2, 4, 6, 8 by the difference of 2 for each 1 second or each 1 division. And you have to write the scale also. Scale at x-axis 1 division equals to 1 second, and at along, we can write along also. Along y-axis 1 division equals to 2 meter. Now mark all these points. When time is 1 second, displacement is 2. When time is 2 second, displacement is 4. Given na? When time is 3 second, displacement is 6. When time is 4 second, displacement is 8. Bas. Only this much is given in our question. But we can draw this graph for the longer length. Now, if it is given that find the displacement in 2.5 seconds, okay? So search for 2.5 seconds. It is just at the midpoint of 2 and 3. This is 2.5 seconds. So this is T1, which we have discussed in our algorithm. Mark the time on the graph at which we have to find the displacement as P. Okay. This is the meaning of T1. Now draw perpendicular. The second point, draw perpendicular to time axis at the point P for which we have to find displacement. We have to find the displacement for 2.5 seconds. And we have marked it as 2.5 seconds. T1 equals to, for the sake of simplification, I have written it as T1. T1 equals to 2.5 seconds. Now draw perpendicular on time axis at the point which is showing the displacement of 2.65 seconds that is required. Now it intersects the ST graph. This is ST graph. It is showing S and T both. Now you must have understood the meaning of ST graph. This is what we call ST graph. And we have to find the displacement in 2.5 seconds. So we have first marked the required time T1 equals to 2.5 seconds as 5. And now we have drawn a perpendicular to this time axis at the given point, that is P, and the perpendicular intersects the graph at Q. So this is the next. Mark the point on ST graph where perpendicular to time axis at required point intersect it as Q. So we have marked this point as Q. Now draw perpendicular from Q to the time axis. Sorry, type to Q to the displacement axis. Perpendicular from the point Q on the ST graph. Draw perpendicular. Look at this. Point 4. Draw perpendicular from the point Q on the ST graph. Q is also written again. Where the perpendicular PQ. This is the perpendicular PQ. Is that clear to you? Showing the required time T1 intersects. And foot of the perpendicular, that is R, will show the displacement at the required time. So it is just at the middle point of 4 and 6. So it is 5 meters. So displacement at 2.5 seconds equals to 5 meters. Similarly, we can find the displacement at other point also. So draw this graph and find the displacement at 6 seconds. If you want to find the displacement at 6 seconds, so you have to draw perpendicular like this and then this. So it is showing 12. So displacement at 6 seconds is 12 meters. Very easy, though I have drawn it roughly. Okay. So we will meet again in the next session. Till then, revise it and draw it properly in your notebook and ask your doubts in comment box if you have any. Okay, students.